Hi, I'm Megha,
Hi, I'm Dashan.
and we are building specialized RAG with LlamaIndex and Lang.
Let's begin. You can create your own RAG application using this LangDB AI. Like we have something amazing right now. Like if we click on sign up, let me show you something. This is what we want. Like anybody in this world wants to use AI for free. So
Oh,
we currently have $10 balance as a starter
this,
pack.
this is great. This is amazing that we
Yeah,
$10 balance here and we don't have to have individual credits for any LLMs.
true. So let me show you one more thing. Like when you mentioned any LLM, we have every LLM.
Okay. And
So
DeepSeek?
definitely we have it. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Let me let me just search it.
Yeah, it's there. It's
Models.
there. It was
Yeah.
there. I saw it. Did you see it? I
Yes, I did saw it. Like,
yes, it was there. It was there.
yep. So if you want to use it, just click on samples. Go here, search DeepSeek. See, there we go. Just
Great.
click on it. DeepSeek chat. You'll get a code where you can just run it. Like copy and paste it. That's
Yeah.
simple.
There's a copy button on the side.
Yep, here it is. And even if you don't want to use any kind of SDK, right here, like about this OpenAI, click on this, use LangDB API directly, and there we go. Like we just post it in the Postman.
Yeah.
That also works. Like this is a curl request. If you want curl request, it's Python actually. If you
Yes.
want curl request, then yeah, here we go.
That's great. That's great. I think we are good to go. Dishant, you can start.
Yeah, definitely. So before we begin, I would like to show a few things which
Mhm.
we should be aware of as a developer. We have two things: usage,
Yeah.
like it shows you what kind of usage you are going to do and where exactly it is getting used, and even the cost of it. Like I
How much you have
did,
spent?
yeah. So see, like there is not even a bit. So it's very less. The input token, the input token and output token which you have right here, and it even shows for which particular model. So you do not have to worry about which
Yeah.
model took what kind of cost. You get all this list. Apart from that, we also have analytics. Like it's a dashboard thing where you get cost, time, number of requests which you got, which is one right now. If you have multiple clients, then you might need this kind of dashboard. So every organization, every startup needs this.
Yes.
Even a developer needs this. Like how many requests, was there any kind of issues which happened? So we get to understand from this.
And you can, if you have like multi AI agents and you are comparing AI with each other, so this
Yeah,
metrics and graphs really help.
definitely, that's true. And even there is comparison which is coming soon. So let's hope for it.
Yeah. And can you show the threads as well?
Sure. So if you
It's
go
like
into the
logs,
thread,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
true that.
So it
So
is
now,
building the chat, whatever you have given from your, samples, it is building like a chat log.
yes, yes. So it even has this like has this context and the prompt which I used earlier for my machine. Then apart from that, there's this answer like what kind of information I provided to it, and then it gave me an answer, proper one. This is the question which I gave it, like the query: what are the features of LangDB AI? Then it gave me this answer. So
Nice.
pretty amazing to know. Like you get to know much more things.
Yeah, and on the right, it is showing some kind of performance, like latency as well. Oh, great.
Yes, yes. So if we go here in this particular section that is called as traces,
Right.
you get to know like there's GPT-4 4 mini and what kind of input we sent to the system. There are two inputs which we sent, and there's output section. So it's pretty simple to understand, like with key and key value pairs, and we get the output, how much usage it was, like this much token were used, and choices which were made from, and we also get like how many choices were there. Like if there is just one choice and one message, then it's also present here. So
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I think we should just dive into the code now, Dishant. This was such a good.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, let's go into the code. So before we begin initially with coding, the first ever prerequisite we have is to create our own project. Click on LangDB logo, click on new, add your name, my Gen AI project, something like that. So it will be good. If you want to enable chat tracing, do it. It's good. You'll get the information, create, and bang, it's here. Like you have created a new project for yourself, and now let's get going with code.
Alright, so now we have to build our own RAG application using LangDB.ai and LlamaIndex. So before we begin with the actual code, we'll need few prerequisites to be completed. Now you have to open your terminal, make sure it is moved from PowerShell to command prompt right here, just like this, and you have to make sure that your environment or any kind of Python environment which you are using for any of your project, it should be activated. Now what you have to do is Python run demo.py, but it won't be able to run it, right? It does not have anything. So we need to add few things, that is install the dependencies. You have to install LlamaIndex. Currently I already have it installed, so it will say requirement already satisfied. Apart from that, you'll also need OpenAI. This is needed, so you'll have to install it, and the same goes right now. We already have satisfied the requirement, so this is done. Clear the terminal. Now we have to do few things. First, to import OS. Once you have imported OS, import LlamaIndex dot LLM dot OpenAI. Import OpenAI. Apart from that, we also have to import, not from, but import LlamaIndex. That's it. For now, we'll need this. Apart from that, you have to set the OpenAI key. How? Let's try. Environ OpenAI API key. That's how we set it. And your API key. Where you can find this API key, do you know that? There. So right here you will be on home section while you create your own project, right? So you go back to your home section, you will be able to see manage API keys. Click on it. There you will be able to see your own API key. If you do not have API key, don't worry, click on create and then create a new one such as demo1. Creating, and just copy it and paste it right here. So once you have pasted it, click on os.environ OpenAI API base. So what exactly this base will be, let's find it out. We have to go back and you have to go to the samples. This repository is linked in the description. You can find it, click on it, and you will be able to go into main.py. There you will be able to find this API key. Just copy it and paste it. This is a default API key which we use for LangDB AI. So why we are using OpenAI environment URLs instead of having our own URLs? Because we are going to overwrite LLM settings. Now settings dot LLM, open the base bracket and add it. So how does it work? Let's see. Right here we have settings LLM. What is this settings about? It is part of LlamaIndex core. We are overwriting OpenAI's LLM, which is default set in LlamaIndex. So right here we have to remove this, add OpenAI, and provide API key and API base, just like this. Apart from that, you have to also provide your model. We are going to currently use GPT 3.5 Turbo. You can also use GPT 4. Go to projects, go to your own Gen AI, you will be able to find GPT 4. There you can also find much more than that GPT 4, which is cheaper. So I'll use that. Now replace this with GPT 4 mini. We also have to import settings. So to import settings from right here, change it to from LlamaIndex dot LLMs, no, from core import settings. From that, we also have to import vector store index and simple directory reader. You'll already get everything in the VS Code, so you do not have to worry about importing stuff. Okay, this is simple. Now we have to load the documents. What are these documents about? Right here, if you see on our left hand side, you have data as a folder and we have langdb.txt. What is that? So this is your old document. So whatever document you have to fill in, just have to add in a data folder, and right here use simple directory reader. Then instead of stream data, use load data. So right here, if you see, data is the folder's name. If you have doc as a folder, document as a folder, whatever folder name will be where your all resources are present, all documents are present, just name it right here, just replace it with. Apart from that, once you have added your own document, you have to start indexing what exactly this indexing is about. So let's get back and see. So vector store index from documents, this is important, from documents. So we have to create index from vector store index dot from documents and provide the documents in there. You might have heard about vector. It is a matrices. We are using that. So every element in that document is getting converted to vectors, which machine learns about, which machine can understand about. So we also want to persist our data. So we'll be using index.storage context. Index.storage context dot persist. This is what we need. We have to provide a folder name which will get default created by, it will get created default by default. And so right here we'll have to add index dot, so right here we have index dot storage context. We need that. Why? Because we want to persist the data which we are going to use. So provide index dot storage context dot persist and provide the directory name which it will be using to store the context. Now right now I am using storage, but it is not currently present in here. It will create it once this query gets run, so you do not have to worry about it. Apart from that, using storage dot, we have also created an index query engine. What is query engine? We'll have a look at in a bit. So query engine equals index dot query engine as query engine. Okay, so what exactly does it do? It sends the query to our LLM and provides us a response. Now right here we can see query engine.query. We have to first define a response as a variable, then query engine dot query what is the feature, or what are the feature, because we are going to get multiple features of LangDB.ai. Let's understand it and then we'll print the response. That's how. Alright, so now it's time to run this particular program, and let's see, we have completed few things. That is, right here we earlier had been using environ. I've changed it to getenv. Right here this 2 is fixed, and make sure you have API key ready, API base ready, and now let's run python demo.py. It takes some time. See, we got a good answer from it. So it gives us, offers several features including this major LLMs, SDK feature with Crew AI, LangChain, and so on and so forth. So we have so many things we have added in the langdb.txt, which had all those features present in their roadmap and all those things. Now we were able to fetch it properly this time. And if you want to change this GPT-4o mini to any other LLM model, you can definitely change it. Apart from that, you make sure you have all things ready. since we are using storage, you do not have to provide anything right now. Like you just have to index it. This is all, and we got answer. Thanks so much.
That was awesome, Dishant. I learned so much, and I want to know that you showed me like if we have a single project, how do we do it? But what if I have multiple projects? How to qualify my single project from those multiple projects while hitting from LangDB API?
Yeah, nice question, because I also have multiple projects and I have to make sure that it works perfectly fine. So that's the major reason behind all this. So now if we go here, you might have seen like this is the API URL, right? And this is our API key. Now
Right.
if I want to use multiple projects in this particular section, I have to switch back to my project, click on the project which I want to use. Let's say this is the project I want to use right here. And then once you have done that, go into settings. You might find this project key. Click
Okay.
copy.
ID. Yeah. So you can qualify using the project ID.
Yeah, definitely, that's true. Now this is the API URL. Just after it, add this project URL /v1. That's it. It will do the work. It's that simple. Because for each and every project, there is a particular project ID which I have to mention here. And then go into the command prompt or terminal of yours, just run it. Demo.py, and it will give you the answer. It takes some time since I have some network issues, but yeah, it will work perfectly fine without any kind of problems.
We all know it takes some time, and then it gives you the chatbot is ready and it gives you the answers.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can shoot.
Yeah, I think I was also using little bit of LangDB.ai, and I was doing a bit with Cursor. So I also built a simple chatbot with LangDB.ai. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the answer from LangDB.ai. Cool.
This is great, I think. And if you like the product, try it for yourself. If you want to get the GitHub repository, it's
Link
the
is in the
link in the
description.
description
Yeah.
and the pinned comment. And if you want to join the Slack for LangDB, you can go to the website and join Slack from there. Or we also have the link in the description.
You can find all the links in the description without any worries. And even we will be sharing it in the comment section. So don't worry about it.
Awesome. Everything below, and
Yeah.
you're good to go from there. Thank you. Let us know how did you like the video, and stay tuned for more.